this is Euro CHF. So first of all, we are going to start on a daily time frame. On a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, as you can see, let me go to the line graph. We have a zone, actually no, yeah, you can clearly see that we have a zone somewhere here, right? And this zone, we can see that we had rejections, couple of rejections. That's why it is a sensitive zone. And I think when I go to line graph, you can see with the weeks that the market has been rejecting a lot at that point. And then we also have another zone. Yes, this one. We also have another zone of which we can see that the market rejected many times. And also here there's a pullback, there's also a pullback here, and then a double bottom here. So since we now have this new area, I'm just going to erase this one because we're no longer going to use that one. So I was able to see that, okay, we have a zone which is a support, and we can clearly see that the market dropped below, but it failed to stay below. That's why it returned to the upside. And then again, it pushed, tried to break the zone, but it failed. It tried again, it failed. So for me, that's a clear sign that this level is now a strong support. Why? Because it is refusing for the market to break above, right? Below. So when I go to a daily time frame, people who know me know I always use line graph, and the reason why I use line graph is because you can clearly see the price action without the wicks. You can clearly see what's going on inside the price action without seeing any wicks. So I saw that on a daily time frame, I also have another area of which the market has broken above, right? So the market broke above and then retested. Okay, so obviously you have to mark your highs, your previous highs, because those might be your potential take profits or your new entry points, your scaling entry points. And then we also have this area right here, this high right here, right? So I saw that the market rejected this resistance, of which now turned into a support, and then we formed another daily structure, of which is a kinda reversal structure. The market was going down and then it formed this structure but reversed. And then also remember, we have a resistance of which now turned into a support, so we should be looking for buying opportunities. So when I go to a 4-hour time frame, I remember the market was somewhere around this point, somewhere around there. So I went to my 1-hour time frame, and then obviously what happened was the market came. I was waiting for a retest. I didn't get a retest. Obviously it kept on retesting, but it didn't give me the bullish engulfing that I was looking for. So here was my entry urge. Here is what I was waiting for me to enter the trade, but I missed it. I found it, I think it was somewhere here. So I decided, you know what, let me wait for it to maybe bounce from here and then I can possibly get another entry. But it came back again, and then when it came back, it gave me exactly what I was looking for. It gave me my entry. So that's when I entered, and then immediately after entering, the market shot to the upside. So if you are looking at this pair, we know that euro pairs, most of the time they move a lot during Asian session, like during around 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, in the early hours of the morning. So we pushed to the upside, and then that's when I was able to see that, okay, the market now formed something here. So obviously you're going to put your stop loss below, so that the market, when it breaks below, it shouldn't take you out with nothing, right? So yeah, I saw this price. Let me do this. I saw price, it broke above, it retested, it broke above, it failed to stay above, it returned again. As you can see, it started consolidating, right? And then we got this push, but on, where was it? I think it was somewhere here. Yeah, it was somewhere here. That's when I moved my stop loss here, because I saw that this rejection, the market might continue going to the downside, right? I decided to place my stop loss here, of which the market decided to shoot to the upside. So immediately when the market shot to the upside, that's when I moved my stop loss to back to entry. The reason why I did that, it was because I was able to realize that, okay, the way this market is moving, it's not moving like how it was moving in the beginning. We had this low, we had a high, we had a low, we had a high, we had a low, we had this high. So I was anticipating that the market might come maybe somewhere here or somewhere here, and then before it can continue, right? But as you can see, it did retest. It retested on the previous high, and it continued to go to the upside. So immediately when this happened, okay, the market shot to the upside. And then when I was on my Instagram, I saw that people were talking about CPI. I didn't check the news. That's when I realized, okay, we have CPI. But on the other side, I'm asking myself, does CPI affect euro pairs? And then I was like, okay, let me move my stop loss back to where it was, right? I moved it to this point. So what happened was the market shot to the downside, and then after that, that's when it continued with the direction. So on my funded account, I closed my profits here, because one of the rules on the one-step account, it's one-step account, one of the rules, it says you shouldn't hold profits more than 5% profits. So when you're on 4%, you should close the profits and then possibly look for another trade. They don't want you to hold the trade up until you reach the 10% that they want, right? So I closed those trades here, and then these ones that you are seeing here, that's the ones that I left them running. So as we continue to shoot to the upside, my take profit was it was very far. I think it was somewhere around here. But that's when I was able to see that, okay, we have a zone that is sensitive here. You can see we have a zone that is sensitive here, of which the market might decide to turn when it gets to that zone. So that's where I placed my TP, but I haven't closed the trades as of yet. I wanted to talk about this trade before I close this. I'm holding 6,000. I think currently I'm holding 6,000. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to close it manual. I'm going to put my stop loss here. me see. I'm going to put my stop loss here, and then we'll see tomorrow if it decides to break or what, because I'm thinking it's going to break. If not, come back again and take me out, but I don't want to lose a lot of money. So yep, that's it for Euro CHF. Yeah.